Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, 88 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their #8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. On second down, Montgomery. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Chase Young, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It's taken to the 26. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell. And he can't escape, and down he goes. I imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mitchell. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. There'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Lawrence will throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16.
that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll run on first down. Daniels. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. We're scoreless after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection is... Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Chase Young in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he
can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Kidd. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Off play action. Mitchell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Complete. It's Johnson.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, Kidd. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Lawrence caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it a second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Touchdown, Eagles! Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is. Signal for and taken.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll run on first down. Klein. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Mitchell on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Neal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Mitchell now. A final shot before break. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. So here are the Packers now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Mitchell throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mitchell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
To throw is Mitchell. To throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then
So now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick six, and the rest of the second half shaping up to be very interesting. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mitchell throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Kidd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Neal. On 2nd down now, Kidd.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Kidd. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 81 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Mitchell. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Mitchell. He finds his man, complete. It's Reynolds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mitchell on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Let's take him back at the 36. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Well, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. Packer pressured, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Mitchell on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mitchell. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And quickly they get to the line. Mitchell now on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Kidd. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Mitchell, off play action. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go play action now. Lawrence, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Mitchell. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Eagles are going to take over at their 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence will get this into the hands of Ayuk. And And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So the Packers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.